What's something that still makes you uncontrollably angry? My son went through the worst thing imaginable for a child, and it all started with my stepdaughter Kara. I thought she was a great role model for my son, since she was someone who really seemed like she had her life together. She was class president, perfect GPA, and juggled sports on the side, but she was the one who put my son in a situation he couldn't even say no to, and I will never forget the day. It had been a normal weekend where everyone was sort of doing their own thing. I was busy cooking up lunch for the family while my wife was busy watching her favorite show, Desperate Housewives. My son was playing with his toys in the living room, and Kara was on her phone texting her friends. I finished cooking our meal and called everyone over. While we ate, Kara asked if she could go over to a friend's house, saying that she could bring along my son so that my wife and I could enjoy the afternoon to ourselves. She mentioned that the house was a few streets away, but still in the same neighborhood, so I asked for the address before letting them go out to play. By around 5 p.m., I decided to head out and pick up my kids for dinner. It was an hour earlier than we had discussed, but I figured it would be all right. I took the car and parked on the cul-de-sac. As I walked up the driveway, my son suddenly sprinted out the door crying harder than he had ever cried before. He ran into my arms, and I bent down to immediately check his body to make sure all limbs were still attached. He was fine, at least physically, but he was covered in makeup and had lipstick stain marks all over his arms and legs. He was also covered in glitter and wearing a little girl's outfit. My son cried, saying over and over that he didn't want to be the princess anymore. I picked him up, furious, and screamed for my stepdaughter Kara, hoping that she would also be okay. She stepped out of the house without a scratch or mark on her. At the time, I was thankful, but I didn't realize that she was fine for another reason. I grabbed her wrist and hurried back to the car to keep them safe. I stood beside the car for a